2022 Ford Maverick crash and breakdown information. Roadside Assistance. Now, vehicles sold in the United States getting roadside assistance. Now, to fully assist, you should have a vehicle or have vehicle concerns. Ford Motor Company offers a complimentary roadside assistance program. And this program is separate from the new vehicle limited warranty. The service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for the coverage period supplied with your vehicle. Roadside Assistance covers a flat tire change with a good spare, except vehicle supplied with a tire inflation kit, battery jump start, lockout assistance, key replacement. Cost is a customer responsibility. Fuel delivery, independent service contractor, if not prohibited by the state, local, or municipal law, should deliver up to 2 gallons of gasoline or 5 gallons, depending upon the 2.0 liter or diesel fuel. To a disabled vehicle. Roadside Assistance limits fuel delivery service to 2 no charge occurrences within a 12-month period. One child available within 100 feet of a paved or county maintained road. No recoveries. Towing independent services contractor, if not prohibited by state law, municipal law, shall tow Ford eligible vehicles to an authorized dealer within 35 miles of the authorized dealer. If a member requests a tow to an authorized dealer that is more than 35 miles from the disabled location, the member shall be responsible for any mileage cost in excess of 35 miles. Roadside assistance includes up to $200 for a towed trailer. If the disabled eligible vehicle requires services at the nearest authorized dealer, if the towing vehicle is operational but the trailer is not, then the trailer does not qualify for any roadside assistance delivery. Or not of services, that is. Now, vehicles sold in the United States using roadside assistance. Complete the roadside assistance identification card and place it in your wallet for quick reference. Now, this card is the owner's manual kit. That's where it's located at. Now, United States vehicle customers who require roadside assistance should call 1-800-241-3673. Now, if you need to arrange roadside assistance for yourself, Ford Motor Company reimburses a reasonable amount for towing to the nearest dealership within 35 miles. To obtain reimbursement information, United States vehicle customers should call 1-800-241-3673. Customers need to submit their original receipts. Now, vehicles sold in Canada getting roadside assistance. To fully assist you, you should have a vehicle concern. Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited offers a complimentary roadside assistance program. The program is eligible within Canada or the continental United States. Now, the service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The program is separated from new vehicle limited warranty, but the coverage is concurrent with the powertrain coverage period of your vehicle. Canadian roadside coverage and benefits may differ from the United States. If you require more information, please call 1-800-665-2006 or visit www.ford.ca. High voltage battery vehicles precautions. Hybrid electric vehicles, known as HEVs. In the event the damage of the a fire involving an electric vehicle or hybrid electric vehicle, assume the high voltage battery and the associated components are energized and fully charged. Exposed electrical components, wires, and high voltage batteries present potential high voltage shock hazards. Venting high voltage battery vapors are potentially toxic and flammable. Physical damage to the vehicle or high voltage batteries could result in immediate or delayed release of toxic flammable gases and fire. Now, vehicle information and general safety practices include reviewing the owner's manual and becoming familiar with your vehicle safety information and recommended safety practices. Crashes. Now, a crash or impact significant enough to require an emergency response for conventional vehicles would also require the same response for an electric or hybrid electric vehicle, if possible. Move your vehicle to a safe nearby location and remain on the scene. Roll down the windows before you switch your vehicle off. Place your vehicle in park and set the parking brake switch off the vehicle and activate the hazard flashers and move your key at least 16 feet away from the vehicle. Always call emergency assistance if needed and advise that an electric or hybrid vehicle is involved. Avoid contact with leaking fluids and gases and remain out of the way of oncoming traffic until the emergency response arrives. When emergency responders arrive, tell them that the vehicle involved is an electric vehicle or a hybrid electric vehicle. Fires. Now, as any vehicle, call emergency assistance immediately. Now, if you see sparks, smoke, flames coming from the vehicle, remain a safe distance from the vehicle and try to stay clear of the smoke. Exit the vehicle immediately. Advise emergency assistance that this electric or hybrid vehicle is involved. And as with any vehicle fire, do not inhale smoke, vapors, or gas from the vehicle as they may be hazardous. Post-incident, do not store a severely damaged vehicle with a lithium-ion battery inside in a structure within 49 feet of any structure of the vehicle. Make sure the passenger and the luggage compartment remain ventilated. Call emergency assistance if you observe leaking fluids, sparks, smoke, or flames, or hear gurgling or bubbling from the high voltage battery. Switching the hazard flashers on and off. Now, the hazard flasher button is in the instrument panel. Press the button to switch the hazard flashers on if your vehicle is creating a safety hazard for other road users. When you switch the hazard flashers on, all the front and rear direction indicators flash. Now, the hazard flashers operate when the ignition is in any position, or if the key is not in the ignition. The battery loses charge and could have insufficient power to restart your vehicle. Press the button again to switch them off. Jump starting the vehicle. Jump starting precautions. Warning. Batteries normally produce explosive gases which can cause personal injury. Therefore, do not allow flame, sparks, or lighted substance to come near the battery. When working near the battery, always shield your face and protect your eyes, and always provide correct ventilation. Keep batteries out of reach of children. Batteries contain sulfuric acid and avoid contact with skin, eyes, and clothing. Shield your eyes when working near the battery to protect against possible splashes of acid solution. In case the acid contact with the skin or eye, flush immediately with the water for a minimum of 15 minutes and get prompt medical attention. If acid is swallowed, call a physician immediately. Use only adequate size cables with insulated clamps. Make sure that the cables are clear of any moving parts and fuel delivery system parts. Connect batteries with only the same nominal voltage. If the engine is running while the hood is open, stay clear of moving engine components. Failure to follow this warning can result in personal injury or death. Do not attempt to push start any automatic transmission vehicle. This could cause transmission damage. And do not disconnect the battery of a disabled vehicle. This could damage your vehicle electrical system. Preparing the vehicle. Use only 12-volt supply to start your vehicle. Park the booster vehicle close to the hood of the disabled vehicle, making sure the two vehicles do not touch. Jumpstart the vehicle excluding hybrid electric vehicles. Connecting the jumper cables. Do not connect the negative jumper cable to any part of your vehicle. Use the ground point. If you are using a jump pack or booster box, follow the manufacturer instructions. You have one battery here. You have the cable here. You have the cable going from one all the way to the battery, and then you have the other cable going to the ground, from the battery to the ground. So pull the red rubber boot backwards. Connect the positive jumper cable to the positive terminal of the discharge battery. Connect the other end of the positive jumper cable to the positive terminal of the booster vehicle battery. Connect the negative jumper cable to the negative terminal of the booster vehicle battery. Make the final connection of the negative jumper cable to an exposed metal part of the disabled vehicle engine. As shown in the following illustration you see here. Away from the battery and fuel injection system are connected negative jumper cable to a ground connection point if available, as you can see here. There's ground connection points right here, and the battery here, and as you can see, the positive is going to the positive and the negative is going to the grounded vehicle. It's going to the ground part right here, which is 4. Make the final connection to the negative jumper cable to an exposed metal part. That's what you see here, the exposed metal part. Starting the engine. Start the engine of the booster vehicle and moderately rev the engine or gently press the accelerator to keep the engine speed between 2,000 and 3,000 RPM as shown in your tachometer. Start the engine, of a disabled vehicle. Once you start the disabled vehicle, run both engines to an additional 3 minutes before disconnecting the jumper cables. Remove the jumper cables in the reverse order that they were connected. Do not switch the headlamps on when disconnecting the cables. The peak voltage could blow the bulb. Yep, do not do that. Jump starting the vehicle in the hybrid electric vehicles. Connecting the jumper cables. Do not connect the negative jumper cable to any part of the vehicle. Use the ground point. Your vehicle has a 12-volt system battery that has 2 pins accessible from under the hood. Your vehicle can be jumped the same way conventional vehicles can be using these pins. The following illustration shows the 2 connector pins used to jump starting your vehicle. A is the positive pin and B is the negative pin, as you can see. If you are using a jump pack or booster box, follow the manufacturer instructions. Crash breakdown. Again, this is it right here, folks. The same what we did earlier. 1, the 2, the 4, the ground points, the negative going to the ground point here, and the positive going to the positive battery. Again, the same instructions. Pull the red rubber boot backwards. Connect the positive jumper cable to the positive terminal of the discharge battery. Connect the other end of the positive jumper cable to the positive terminal of the booster vehicle battery. And then you connect the negative cable, as you see here, to this ground point right over here. So the negative goes over here. Boom. Positive to positive. Boom. That's it. Now start the engine of the booster vehicle immediately. Gently press the accelerator to keep the engine to 2,000 and 3,000 RPM as shown. Start the engine of the disabled vehicle. Once you start the disabled vehicle, run both vehicle engines for additional 3 minutes before disconnecting the jumper cable. So 3 minutes. Remove the jumper cables in reverse order. Same thing. Do not switch the headlamps on when disconnecting the cables. Just leave them off. And the peak voltage could blow the bulbs. So the headlamps are already on. Just leave them on. Don't bother. Post-crash alert system. What is a post-crash alert system? Now, the system helps draw attention to your vehicle in the event of a serious impact. And how does it work? How does the post-crash alert system work? And I'm thinking right now, let's see, post-crash. Let's see. Let's just keep going. Now, the system is designed to turn the hazard flashers on and it intermittently sounds the horn in the event of a serious impact that deploys the airbag and the safety and seatbelt pretensioners. Post-crash alert system limitations depending on application laws in the country your vehicle is built. The horn does not sound in the event of a serious impact. Switching the post-crash alert system off. Press the hazard flasher, switch on the unlock button on the remote control to switch the system off. Now the alert turns off when the vehicle battery runs out of charge. Automatic crash shutoff. What is automatic crash shutoff? Automatic crash shutoff is designed to stop the fuel going into the engine in the event of a moderate or severe crash. And not every impact causes a shutoff. Automatic crash shutoff. Warning: if your vehicle is involved in a crash, have the fuel system checked. Failure to follow these instructions could result in personal injury or death. Re-enabling your vehicle. Switch the ignition off. Attempt to start your vehicle. Switch the ignition off. Attempt to start your vehicle. If your vehicle does not start after the third attempt, have your vehicle checked as soon as possible. Recovery towing. Assessing the front towing points. Now, using recovering hooks is dangerous and should only be done by a person familiar with proper vehicle recovery safety practices. And proper use of recovery hooks may cause hook failure and separation from the vehicle and could result in serious injury or death. Slowly remove the slack from the recovery straps prior to pulling. Failure to do so could introduce significantly higher loads, which can cause recovery hooks to break off, or the recovery straps to fall, which can cause serious injury or death. Warning, never link two straps together with a clavis pin. These heavy metal objects could become projectiles if the strap breaks and can cause serious injury or death. Do not apply a load to the winching hose or recovery hooks that is greater than the gross weight of your vehicle. Before using winching hose or recovery hooks, make sure all attaching points are secure and capable of withstanding the applied load. Do not use chains, cables, or tow straps with metal hook ends. Only use recovery straps that have a minimum braking strength 2 to 3 times the gross weight of your vehicle, or the struck vehicle, that is. Now make sure the recovery straps is in good condition and free of visible cuts, tears, or damage. Use a damper device, such as a tarp, heavy blanket, or a piece of carpet, and place it over the recovery straps to help absorb the energy if the event of the straps break. And make sure the struck vehicle is not loaded heavier than its gross vehicle weight, rating specified on the certification label. Align the two vehicles and stuck vehicles in a straight line within 10 degrees. Keep bystanders to the sides of the vehicle at a distance of at least twice the length of the recovery straps. Now, this helps avoid injury from the hazard of recovery strap breaking or the vehicle lurching into their path. Winching hose, you see here. Boom, boom. Recovery hooks, you see here. Right here. These are the recovery hooks. Now, transporting the vehicle. All-wheel or four-wheel drive vehicles require that all wheels be off the ground using the wheel lifts and the dollies or flatbed equipment. This prevents damage to the transmission and system, as you can see the one here. Boom, boom. And you got the flatbed, but you cannot use these old tow trucks like this. No. If you need to tow your vehicle, contact a professional towing services or your roadside assistance service provider. Your manufacturer produces a towing manual for all authorized tow trucks operators. Have your tow truck operator refer to this manual for proper hookup and towing procedures. We recommend that you use a wheel lift and dollies, our flatbed equipment, to tow your vehicle. Vehicle damage could occur if it's towed incorrectly or by any other means. Front-wheel drive vehicles must have their designated drive wheels off the ground, regardless of towing directions. Use tow dollies to prevent damage to the transmission. This is the 2022 Ford Maverick crash and breakdown information. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and have a fantastic day. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting this small channel. And someday with your support, who knows what may happen. Content's going to get greater, and we're all going to be happier. Much love. Automotive Reviews. Thanks for coming by. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing. And have an awesome and fantastic day. Much love. And again, thanks for coming by.